Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Judah Chuck here, and I'll be reacting to this video. It's called uh, "The Joke That Got Dave Chappelle into Hot Water," and I'm more interested in knowing what got Dave Chappelle into hot water. But let's find out together. Let's go. Boom.
Almost 24 years ago was the last time I was on this stage in this room. I was taping my first 1 hour special. It's called Killing Them Softly. My girlfriend was sitting in that row, pregnant. She's now my wife. The baby that she was carrying, my first child. I smoke weed with that nigga now.
Okay, that makes sense because I would be smoking with my child. He was 24. Cat man, I wouldn't. The only thing I know I would do with my son is teach him to get laid more than I did, because I have experience of what got me laid more than other dudes. Yeah, I teach him some tricks. Oh, and I wouldn't get mad at him for even starting flirting at an early age or stuff like that, because I'll be the one teaching him. I'll be teaching him that things. That's the thing I'll do with my child. Let's go. Boom.
And what I remember most about that night was the pressure. Before the show, I had to run out there on the avenue and hand out tickets to anybody who would take them because I couldn't even fill the fucking room. And boy, what a difference 24 short years makes. And right before that time, my father had died. He never lived to see me do it. And when he died, I was inconsolable. I thought I'd never smile or laugh again. And the only thing that got me out of that space was a comedian friend of mine, the late, great Norm Macdonald. That's right. Shout out to Norm. And what Norm did, which I'll never forget, is he knew that I was the biggest Jim Carrey fan in the world. Now, I'm not going to go all into it, but Jim Carrey is talented in a way that you can't practice or rehearse. What a God-given talent. I was fascinated.
Okay. Yeah, Jim Carrey, hands down, he's one of the greatest actors I know. Started knowing that guy with what's that movie? The Mask. After The Mask, I saw, what's that movie when God gave him power to start acting like him? Yeah, I forgot the title of the movie. I got hooked onto him so much that I watched the Pet, what you call it, Pet Detective one. Then I saw many Jim Carrey movies, and they are awesome, guys. If you got Jim Carrey as your cast member, 100%, I recommend the guy.
With him. And Norm knew that. And he called me up and he goes, Dave, he says, I'm doing a movie with Jim Carrey. Do you want to meet him? And I said, fuck, yes, I do. And it was the first time I could remember since my father died being excited. And the movie was called Man on the Moon. I didn't know any of this. And in this movie, Jim Carrey was playing another comedian I admired, the late, great Andy Kaufman. Yes, and Jim Carrey was so immersed in that role that from the moment he woke up to the time he went to bed at night, he would live his life as Andy Kaufman. I didn't know that. When they said cut, this nigga was still Andy Kaufman.
Okay, taking on that, I know. Okay, recently I watched this movie called the Unbearable Weight of Great Talent by Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage is in that movie. It's an awesome movie, and I bet he has some of those weights in here in the movie that great actors like can live the life of the person they're acting, the role of the person they're acting all day just to get it spot on. So we'll wait for that. I believe that. I believe Jim Carrey is one of those people, because like have you seen that guy on Raw? Like there's no getting him out of that. Like shady, freaky. Chink. Ah, ah.
So much so that everybody on the crew called him Andy. I didn't know any of that. I just went there to meet him, and when he walked into the room where we were supposed to meet, I screamed, Jim Carrey! And everyone said, no! Call him Andy. And I didn't understand. And then he came over and he was acting weird. I didn't know he was acting like Andy Kaufman. He's like, hey, how you doing? And I was like, hello. Andy? Now, in hindsight, how fucking lucky am I that I got to see one of the greatest artists of my time immersed in one of his most challenging processes ever. I'm very lucky to have seen that. But as it was happening, I was very disappointed. Because I wanted to meet Jim Carrey, and I had to pretend this nigga was Andy Kaufman all afternoon. And he was clearly Jim Carrey. I could look at him and I could see he was Jim Carrey. Anyway, I say all that to say, that's how trans people make me feel.
Oh, cap on that, cap on that. Okay. Hands up to Dave. Hands out to Jay Chappelle for doing that. Okay. I wasn't okay, guys. Better get some heads up for this guy because I didn't see that punchline coming from the way of from the beginning of this joke. Okay, let's see if he has some more to say. Maybe this is not the punchline. Maybe there's a punchline after this punchline. Huh? That's how this guy's doing. Like that. So good at that job thing. Okay, let's see.
Here we go. Now, if you guys came here to this show tonight thinking that I'm going to make fun of those people again, you've come to the wrong show. I'm not fucking with those people anymore. It wasn't worth the trouble. I ain't saying shit about trans people. Maybe 3 or 4 times tonight, but that is it. I'm tired of talking about them. And you want to know why I'm tired of talking about them? Because these people acted like I needed them to be funny. Well, that's ridiculous. I don't need you. I got a whole new angle. You guys will never see this shit coming.
Oh, I believe this is the end of the video, guys. That's the Dave Chappelle for you guys, and that joke. I don't know how much hot water he got into because this guy's gosh, America. Yeah, guys, they have this political correctness thing, but shout out to the guy. He's a talented stand-up comic, and like, subscribe, share the video, comment down below, and I'll catch you in the next time. Kabam!